Seth Rollins would never want to be caught looking like a fool in WWE, but in real life, he'll do anything to make people laugh, including looking like a fool. He regularly shares pictures on social media, and in most of them, he acts nothing like the character we see in the ring. Instead, we see the real man, a funny man named Colby Lopez, which is his real name, who loves to see people smiling and hear people laughing. If you follow Rusev on Twitter or are married to him like Lana is, then you know that underneath his Bulgarian brute strength is a man who loves to make people laugh, even if it means making fun of himself and his outlandish Rusev character. He routinely sends out funny tweets about his life and the WWE, including one he tweeted about Chris Jericho beating Roman Reigns for the US Championship. Big congrats to Jericho. After 17,000 matches against Roman, he finally won the US Championship. Not like anybody else had a chance. Chris Jericho didn't think his tweet was very funny. When you look into the eyes of Bray Wyatt, the only thing you will see is the blood-red spirit of evil incarnate. But that's when he's in the ring. Outside the ring, he's all about laughing and making people laugh, even if it means revealing that the character in the WWE is nothing like him in real life, especially when it comes to brightening the day of children. When the name Demon Kane is mentioned, the word funny doesn't exactly come to mind, but in reality, the man who plays Kane, Glenn Jacobs, has a goofy sense of humor and will do just about anything to make people laugh. Don't ever mess with Goldberg, unless you're Bugs Bunny or a kitten. Bill is one of the most intense wrestlers in WWE history, but that's all an act, and in real life he's all about good laughs and good times. Bill even appeared in the WCW 2000 film Ready to Rumble, where he showed off his comedic side. Bill's catchphrase is "Who's next?" But if the question is "Who's funny?", the answer is Bill Goldberg. When in the ring, Braun Strowman has a killer instinct and will destroy any opponent that stands in his way. But the Braun outside the ring is very different. He loves to make people laugh and has one of the silliest sides of any WWE superstar, and isn't afraid of ruining his tough guy persona, because the real Braun is a class clown. Finn Balor is known as the Demon King, and is one of the scariest looking wrestlers today, and doesn't look like a guy who you would ever want to hang out with. But in reality, Finn is a mild-mannered guy who is not only one of the nicest WWE wrestlers, but one of the funniest. He's always seen smiling and making people laugh, and loves to make his fellow wrestlers laugh, and the fans he meets as well. Samoa Joe is the Samoan submission machine. Behind the scenes, Samoa Joe is known as a fun guy to be around, and is always laughing or making people laugh. The dead man, The Undertaker, wouldn't be caught dead cracking a smile, or making someone laugh. However, the man who plays him, Mark Calloway, doesn't mind that at all. In fact, he loves it. Undertaker is one of the most respected wrestlers in the business, but also one of the funniest. But for many years, nobody knew the real Undertaker, who is fun-loving, free-spirited, loves to laugh, and make people laugh. But when he walks into the ring, all of that disappears, and the dead man reappears. Brock Lesnar makes his opponents scream, cry, and beg for mercy, but when he's outside the ring, he loves to make people laugh instead. He loves to joke around with fans, whether they're old or young, or if it's when he's hanging out with some of his buddies from WWE and reminiscing about some of their knockout, drag-out fights in the ring. Brock loves to make people laugh so much that when ESPN asked him to participate in a hidden camera prank, he jumped at the chance.